Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. This is another edition of Hong Kong House of Cards. Another follow up to the scene from last night involving the spirits and the micro volcano. Charlie is going to be coming through the node to find out just what happens about 2 hours after Des Dehi, Arthur, and the rest of the group get back from the Deep Umbra. For all intents and purposes, Desdemona is fast asleep. Arthur and Dehi are also asleep, but that's about to change really quickly. And go ahead and post yourself coming through, uh, James.
All right. Arthur, since you created the spirit nodes wards on the place, your alarms go off.
Yeah. So
Is he not attuned to them?
what?
I'm just saying the alarms, like the alarms that usually go off when somebody's trying to pass through your wards that you're
Well,
not expecting them to
no,
go
it
off.
would wake him up, but Charlie has free access to the node, so it would basically just wake. There wouldn't be alarms, but Arthur would wake up.
Yeah, Arthur's gonna wake up. Uh, Charlie comes walking into the rest of the house, looking for y'all.
All right. So Arthur is already up off the couch. He's probably still groggy, so he's probably making some noise. I just wanted Sean in here in case you wanted Dehi involved too, since this would be
That's fine.
happening. And Dehi's probably sleeping light since, that shit's going down. Need
Yeah,
Power Rangers right now.
yeah.
Um, so Charlie would open the door and see Arthur getting up off the couch. Dehi and Dez are still sleeping on the actual bed itself.
Uh, Hold up, I actually had to try and roll nightmares.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It is a new day. I do have to roll that again, don't I? No, okay, I
Technically,
have
yeah.
7 dice for that. New day, new circumstances, new. Oh, that would make sense, though.
Did, did you
Actually,
fail?
I failed.
Okay.
actually,
For the only the second time this game.
Actually, just for story purposes for the scene, Charlie's gonna fail too because he's been worrying about. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble with a lot of people doing the whole mosquito thing.
Okay, so you both actually will have the same nightmare. You'll be surrounded by an ethereal whiteness with a figure standing off in the distance. The figure is speaking in Slavic. So, do either of you two speak Slavic?
Natural linguist, so probably figure it out, but
I
he doesn't
completely
speak it.
missed that.
You
For some
need.
reason, my computer locked up.
Oh no. The figure's going to be speaking in Slavic, so it's actually an intelligence linguistics roll to determine if you can understand the language.
Linguistics is not on anybody's sheets anymore, right? We either have the merit for the language or not at all.
Okay. What about natural linguists? Because that's what Charles. I mean, that's what Dave has.
Natural linguist means that you get 2 languages for each merit
And
point instead of
also,
1.
for werewolf, it adds +3 dice to the roll.
Okay, so roll your intelligence +3 to determine if you can understand the language.
Well, on werewolf, it's also academics, and you actually technically have. I've looked it up on Subnet. You have to
Give me 1
spec
second,
it.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. 7 dice. Uh, 2 successes.
Not seeing your dice show up.
Oh, got my stuff. My camera off. Hold on.
It's fine. 2 successes will work. So what you understand is they come from the east. Oh, sorry, they come from the west. A spirit of this world, a spirit of earth, a spirit of fire, a spirit of air, a spirit of water. The voivode walks this walks this world. The Voivode is here.
And then I get woken up by Spirit Networks and saying, "Oh look, there's a volcano at the wharf."
Yep. And then, the wharf is. There's no volcano at the wharf anymore, but Arthur's gone. And then 2 hours after that, you get, Arthur's back.
So yeah, Arthur sees Charlie like stagger, a little bit still blurry-eyed through the door. And he's just gonna like hug the door jam for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's wait until Sean gets back.
Yeah.
Alright, everything okay, Sean? We can't hear you, man.
I can't see him.
I can see him, I can't hear him.
Okay, now I'm starting to see him. Shawnee, you may be muted.
No, he's not muted.
Oh.
I see his lips moving and I do not hear words. Do we have voice now, Sean?
I don't know if you hear me.
I can hear you, yes.
Okay.
Okay,
First to Google.
Alright, so Sean, you hear, you see a figure in the distance and you hear voices speaking in Slavic, but you can't understand it. However, you think that figure looks somewhat familiar.
Okay. Can I make a attempt to recall?
Sure, it will be a pure intelligence roll.
Pure intelligence roll. Let me get my sheet up here.
Oh, by the way, your sheets have been updated.
Sweet.
That's all. Thank you.
No problem.
Mage
Well,
is
it's not
so
that
expensive on XP.
Oh, fuck you, one.
No, you do not remember who this person is.
Okay.
Let's
Fantastic.
see. I'm laggy, so could somebody roll me 3 dice?
Okay.
Sure. Unless Brett's got it.
No, you go ahead and take it.
Okay. There's where all the successes were hiding too.
Alright. Alright, so you've got 2 successes for Charlie.
Yeah. Do I remember who this is?
You've actually never seen this person before. That was for Dehi, because Dehi's actually been toe-to-toe with this person.
Oh, okay.
Not but 3 hours ago. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Charlie comes staggering a little bit through the door to the node, looking a little bit blurry-eyed, probably trying to rub the sleep from his eyes, and be like, and he just looks over at Arthur and says, "What the hell?"
Arthur's like rubbing his face and like trying to clear out his eyes. Morning to you too, Sunshine.
Yeah, volcano.
Yeah, I fixed it, and then I got bitch slapped for it.
I'd assume at this point of hearing voices and not been able to get much, if any, sleep at all last night, Davey will come stumbling out of the bedroom he was offered,
Yeah.
rubbing his eyes and just basically hating everything about being awake.
Arthur will actually walk into the kitchen and start making coffee.
Bless it.
Kind of like how I'm right now, because I woke up about an hour ago.
Lucky. I woke up at 8:30.
Oh, that sucks. We didn't get
Yeah.
to bed till like, what, 4 when we got done with that scene?
5 my time, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I heard you got kidnapped by Cupola?
Kupala, yeah. Funny story. Why don't you sit down, and he starts passing out the coffee. Cream or sugar?
Sugar.
Oh,
Sugar and a good Irish liquor.
he'll put sugar and Bailey's into Charlie's coffee. Then he'll put sugar into Dave's coffee.
He'll point for the Baileys as well. It's just like...
And he'll add Bailey's to Dave's coffee, and then he'll make one the same way for himself and sit down at the kitchen table, which is basically a poker card table with 4 chairs.
Awesome. So it's like my place. That's nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, apparently some vampire pissed off a voivode or a Koldoon, and the said person sent Kupala after a warehouse in the dock. We all showed up and covered it up, but then Kupala got pissed off and took me on a fantastic voyage to the Deep Umbra.
Summary. Douchebag Leech did douchebag thing to other Leech that we don't care about. We were just fixing other things. So douchebag Leech's friend decided to be a douchebag. Shocker.
Oh. Oh Lord. Okay. Are we going to have to talk to the council about this because the House of Stage is going to have to know?
Probably are, and we're also, I hate to say it, we're going to have to talk to the Leeches about this too, because their little petty squabbles are now interfering with the rest of the city. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't there. Did the Technos actually show up?
Yes. We jetted before they even noticed us, though.
Good. Glad about that. Did my cover story work?
As far as I know.
Okay. That's good.
As far as I know, because I actually had my spirit network keep the pattern and got word to the pattern spotters this needs to be kept quiet, and they actually agreed. As far as the news is concerned, it was just another 14K gang fight.
Wonderful. Oh, well. So, sorry I worried you. I couldn't get in touch with you or Riker for the whole let's do this thing. But
Riker is kind of having his own issues because another mage, from what he told me, another mage had to seek safety in his club until Jacob came by and collected him. Apparently, one of his people inadvertently, accidentally enchanted him.
Accident. Is that kind of like stumbling into a trash can accidentally? You just kind of stumbled into
Dehi, no offense to you, really. This isn't aimed at you, this isn't aimed at Desdemona, but why the fuck do the Fae keep enchanting my people? Just curious.
Actually, from what Riker told me, that this time it was an actual accident. The dude was eating glamour-infused food and not really thinking. Thinking offered like apparently it was pizza, so he offered the dude a slice, and the dude didn't know didn't know about it, ate it, and they realized too late that he was a genetic.
Wonderful. Is it any wonder why the mages seem to have a problem going to Rikers Bar these days?
Uh,
Oh. Anyway,
well, yeah.
I'll try to talk to the mage in question about this. I'm surprised that we've had a lot more mages show up in the area that I haven't met yet.
I don't even think I've met this person.
Yeah, I also believe there's another one. He really good. He's a it was a civil engineer for his regular job, and I think he's one of y'all's because he like was inspecting a necklace, and all of a sudden it came out that the necklace was real, and I looked over this dude's stall that I was at, that the necklace was at. All of the jewelry he had was fake.
Well, I'll find out. I just, I'm kind of glad we're getting some backup considering what the technocrats are doing, but I don't know how useful it's going to be. There's still the matter of the fact that we've got to take care of the deep water facility before we go after the other two wall facilities. And I short of summoning something inside there, I can't think of a way to actually get us in there.
How about we make this like Hunt for Red October? We get our own submarine with torpedoes and just fire them at it.
Oh, that'd be nice if we had a submarine.
Yeah.
I mean, people buy tanks all the time. We just get one of those old World War II vintage ones. We just go down deep in the water, and then we just go, phew!
Does anybody have the money for that?
We have a bunch of wealthy as shit leeches that apparently have the money for that.
Well, we'll talk to them about it. The only problem is that if we're taking an old World War II sub down there, can you imagine the tech? From what I've been told from certain sources, the technology being used down there is far beyond the consensus. We're talking like next level hypertech shit. So if we take a sub down there, we're more than likely going to get blown out of the water.
Yeah. I'm sorry you couldn't get a hold of me. I've been mostly in the Umbra. Oh, I got a new deed name. My first one.
Deed name? Oh, I know what you're talking about. What do you call now?
When you hear it, it's going to be obvious what I did to earn it. Bringer of the Swarm.
Dude, you gotta stop hanging out with, flies and shit.
Actually,
well, this isn't Lord of the Flies or something like that.
This time it's mosquitoes.
Oh, what is it with you and bugs, man? I swear. I mean, granted,
that was the first time I've actually tried to interact with bugs. The first time was rats.
Well, no, I mean, do you remember when we cleaned up that one person's yard and there were all those bugs all over the place?
I thought we said we weren't going to talk about that.
The Days family, we can talk about that in front of them.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you have a point.
Okay, so yeah, you and Bugs, Bringer of Swarm, nice.
Rats was the first thing I did, and they actually did a little bit better than with what I wanted to do them to do. Just I need to apologize to Ghost at some point because they also went after the American military installations.
That's
what?
not good.
What? Oh,
Uh,
maybe that's why Gust hasn't been available. He's been going, son of a bitch, who put all this paperwork on my fucking desk? I'm actually busy for once. Who's the motherfucker responsible for this?
Yeah, I got rats to swarm the PLA military installations, but they were so on the details, so they went after all of them.
Oh, that's wonderful. Anyway, Charlie, what do
Luckily,
you know
I have-
about Kupala? I only know a few things based upon him being a nature spirit, but apparently he's not a Gaian nature spirit.
Blink.
I think he's highly wild aspected, but he talks about pacts and contracts and things like that.
Hold on. 3 plus 2. Can somebody roll me 5 dice?
I can do it unless you want to, Sean.
Got it. Bam.
Okay.
Well, maybe you should let Brett do it. One success.
One's enough for government work.
Well,
You know, Kupala is actually, less than what Arthur knows. Kupala is a nature spirit of the wild, focused on elemental balance.
so it's kind of a weird amalgamation of Weaver and Wild.
Yeah.
Kind of like there's sometimes weird amalgamations of Weaver and Worm and Wild and Worm. There's a lot of halfway houses.
You were half right. It's more like a mixed breed between Weaver and Wild, and it deals with elemental balance.
I wonder if that means that's the powers that these Kolduns have. The ability to summon elemental spirits to affect the living world.
Well, why don't I just try and make a roll at that?
Okay.
Yeah, because I also have kindred.
3 successes.
Successes on my fucking Zamislor roll. Apparently I had to wait for another day.
What's your actual level of Zamislor?
Just 1 dot, so not much.
Okay, you know that Kolduns summon elemental effects.
Make the day
But
that makes sense. That's what I see. I remember being them.
Don't think that was enough.
Just
What? He doesn't know how they do it. He just knows that Kolduns are primarily known for summoning the elements.
Yeah.
I probably just know with Kindred Lord 2 that a Koldun is like a freaking
No.
sub.
No.
Sub.
You gotta have Zamislor, dude. That's the only reason I was able to make the roll.
Actually, with Kindred Lore 2, some licks have magic. It's called the Mattergy.
Yeah.
Oh. Daisy probably knows more than I do, but
Because I have a specific
I
lore.
I just know vampires have nifty word-tainted magical powers.
Oh,
I've seen
that
some
was the
of
only thing. No one's here.
Yeah, I know that those Tremere like to pretend that they have our kind of magic when they don't. That's about it.
Oh man, if only we had higher kindred lore, we could go around saying, well, and then there's also these Giovanni, and then there's the Setites, and then there's these weird sect of Gangrel that also have it.
Yep.
I know, right?
Not to mention certain Asamites have it, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we really do need to let the other council members know about this. What did Kupala say his name was? Dust?
Dust.
Is that like supposed to be, I turn other kindred into dust? Oh, I'm scary.
I don't know. All I know, from what I can gather, given the situation, is he's a douchebag. And so that's what he'll be called, a douchebag. It still starts with D, and it works just fine, because he is a douchebag.
So do we even know what clan this guy is?
Just that like soft groan that's like along the lines of a growl. He'll look between the two and go, Zemise.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, Dave.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wait, I thought the Zemise were supposed to be Sabat.
They are.
Didn't the Kuei-jin like start a purge against the Zemise back in the Boxer Rebellion? Isn't that why they're not supposed to be here now? Or against the Sabat?
This is stuff I have not a clue about.
Kindred lore?
Yeah, I'll say you can kindred lore.
Sabat lore?
That one?
If you have Sabat lore, yeah, you can roll it.
Sweet. I only have 1 dot, so I'm gonna play pretend for a yep, no successes.
No successes.
It was like, oh, I got that one.
Nope.
5 dice?
I'll roll it.
Computer is
I think
laggy.
the Dice Gen hates me because I have the more specific lore.
Oh damn.
Do I
Yeah,
have
so
E1 and a C?
you know that the Camarilla and the Kuei-jin kicked the Sabat out of Hong Kong about during the Boxer Rebellions in the early 1900s, and then the Kuei-jin turned around and kicked the Camarilla out as well. It's basically like no Kinjin at all.
Yeah, wasn't that a little bit closer to when the British pulled out of Hong Kong now?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's right about the time that Boxer Rebellion, Camarilla and Kuei-jin teamed up to kick the spot out. Then the Kuei-jin turned on the Camarilla and kicked them out.
Yeah, and now they're all back. Yay.
Well,
And they're all back. Hey.
knowing how they like to play pretend dead, when they go into their long hibernation sleeps, maybe he was just lying around somewhere and decided, well, now would be a great time to wake up. Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, Dave, do you want to go ahead and take your text message conversation from Julian into this?
Sure.
Okay, so you actually know something about Dust now.
Let me pull back up Facebook.
Fuck. Something about a what the fuck is a voivode?
Voivode? Where the...
Yeah.
I've no clue. That sounds Slavic to me. That would actually be a cue for Dehi to roll his Zemise lore.
Sure, let's do that again. Let's see how well we do. Zemise lore is apparently the only thing I can win on today.
Nice. So, you know that the Voivode is a higher-ranking member of Clan Zemise. Typically there's about 7 or 8 underneath the Grand Voivode who resides in Carpathia itself. Each of the Voivodes are considered to be a minor lord under that person. However, the Voivodes are considered to be the most feared of Clan Zemise.
Okay. So, here, Voivode. Okay, think of it like this little, well, not like a Tremere Bear. Well, I don't have to look at that. Think of it like, you know how there's noble classes in Changeling Society?
Yeah.
Well, think of them as like, okay, you've got your regular baseline Clan Zemise. They are commoners. And then you've got your nobles, like minor nobles, like knights and squires. That is like...
If you want to go with the ranking,
and then, yeah.
The Knights and Squires would be akin to the Order of Draken or the Barons of Carpathia.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
And then next up would be I'd assume the voivodes at this point, your more major nobles, and then the higher voivodes above them would be like your kings and your...
Yeah, the Great Voivode would be equivalent to King David. Where a lesser voivode, or actually he's considered a major voivode, but there are lesser voivodes as well. A major voivode would be akin to a countess. Lesser voivode would be akin to a duchess. and so on and so forth. Or do I have that reversed?
So,
Let's see, here it goes. Baron, Count, Dutch, Count, Duke. Yeah, Baron, Count, Duke, King, Queen of the local domain, and then King David.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
sounds
yeah,
right.
he's about on par with the Duchess.
so we have a male equivalent to Rose somewhere here in the city.
For Clans and Meese, yes, but take that as a grain of salt. It's a shitty fucking plan.
Do we know how old this guy is? I
uh,
mean, I know that some vampires improve with age.
so improve with age. You're funny. Abigail worse with age. From what I heard from Julian, I mean, this guy's probably pretty old. It scared the bejeebus pants off most of the people when he showed up in court, so I'm going to go with he's old as sin itself.
Oh,
He,
yeah.
Well, if he's been sleeping for so long, how bad can he be? And this is when Dahey would go, yeah, he was actually in Nashville until they sent him here.
oh, see, I didn't notice that. Did you send that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I missed that.
Basically, he was the Archbishop of Nashville until he got sent here. His own followers view him like an all-punishing father figure that have a mixture of fear and awe from him.
Oh, that's what that comment came from. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he looks at his phone and says, like, oh, well, that's not good. Well, what if he wasn't sleeping all this time and has been quite the busybody in the States?
So why is he here?
He likes kicking puppies because he's Clan Zamise.
Wonderful. I'm guessing you're talking to one of your comrades in the Leech Society?
Yeah.
What else does he say about him?
Apparently he's kind of that scary person who is like feared and respected at the same time. He's that much of a douchebag that's how he's considered among the Sabbat. And I've got Sabbat #1, but I understand like ranking wise where an archbishop would be.
Yes, Archbishop is 2 down from the regent herself.
Okay, he would explain that. So he's pretty important.
So he's.
I'm guessing that they don't.
Hey.
I'm guessing they don't gain rank with social graces like the leeches we're used to, right?
No, probably not. So he's like 2 ranks down from Mother Larissa.
Yes, technically 2 ranks down from Galbraith when Galbraith is still alive. Larissa has shuffled into that position, but Dust has yet to take a cardinal for himself. So.
Oh God.
Roll a
so
Sabbat or Dahey. I want to see if Dahey can actually get this.
Bam, and I can.
Okay. Rumors within the Sabbat as of late. Dust was offered the position of cardinal and turned it down.
What? Mind blown!
Because becoming cardinal would mean he couldn't fight on the front lines anymore.
He liked the diablerie.
Well, now we see where that fear/respect comes from.
Yep.
His day, he's kind of on that same page as far as that goes. I wouldn't take a higher station because it means that I can't fight for what I believe in anymore. I get to be a dunce in a chair.
And one more thing you would find out about Dust. He is, among the Sabbat, he's considered one of their foremost scholars on the Book of Nod.
Fuck.
I don't have any sort of lore to understand what that is, but I'm going to pretend like it's important.
Yeah. Yet he's Path Metamorphosis, so it's like, why? But okay.
He's like, probably like Path.
I've been hanging around with this one gangrel for so long that he keeps talking about, so I've just taken to learning more about it, so he'll shut the fuck up.
Uh, so we've got a freaking Duke class elemental leech in the city now. Douchebag.
Hmm.
Why?
You've told me something about what the Zemis can do normally. Is it safe to assume that he can do this as well?
Oh, that wonky discipline stuff.
I mean, I can't imagine he's a one-trick. If he's as old as people seem to think he is, I can't imagine he's a one-trick. Oh, I summon
No.
elemental spirits things.
No, he's probably got some other disciplines, but as far as that one discipline, I don't think so. That's kind of, I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, the clan's all a bunch of douchebags, but they seem to have a little touchy subject, kind of an inside. Some like it, some don't on the whole vicissitude thing.
So you
And
think,
he'll tug on his ears and
right?
and squish his tail a little bit. That whole thing.
I see. Well, here's hoping this guy can actually, I don't know, not be a douchebag to the rest of the city. I mean, is in your experience with the leeches, do these Sabbat typically only care about dealing with the other leeches, right?
Yeah, I mean they kind of see anything not kindred as lesser than them, from my
Well,
experience.
I hope I'd never have to prove that we're not, because that will be messy.
Yeah, and as far as him proving he's not a douchebag, he kind of scored an own goal last night, so he's down 1-0.
Yeah, I did not like being ripped into the Umbra. I've been to the Deep Umbra once, and thank God that Kupala's realm actually shielded me from the effects, because I spent enough time there to be fucking psychotic right now, and I'm not, so...
You're, dude. Seriously, you really just need to chill on going to the deep umbra. The first time you went over there, you went into Erebus, and you reeked of silver for a week.
Hey, I only did that because of that damn demon chasing me around. Made me feel unclean when she actually found my home.
Apparently, he's a douchebag because he hold up and decided to visit me while I slept. It was a nice reprieve from the normal nightmare, but still.
Wait, you mean you saw Kupala in your nightmares?
Yeah.
Mm.
Told
What'd he
me
say?
that the voivode is coming and the voivode is here. And then my spirit contacts went, oh, there's a volcano at the wharf. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, and Arthur's gone. And now Arthur's back.
Yeah, you can thank Dehi does Jason and Jonathan for that. They came and got me out.
Uh,
Still can't figure out how he stuck me in the wall, though. That was creepy as hell.
well, wait, he stuck you in the gauntlet?
No, he's literally stuck me in the wall of his dungeon. If not for me,
Fuck.
if not for me channeling the pure essence of creation itself into quintessence, I would probably not have broken free. You remember
So,
that?
douchebag.
You remember that Rasa and Shuriken thing I figured out, right? The spirit negation
Yeah.
field. Yeah,
Yeah.
I used it. So
And then I grabbed him and we ran as fast as Buffy could carry me, which is pretty fast. What was it, one round? It was 7 extra actions that I went full movement.
it was no, actually it was 5 for one round
Plus
and then
the
4
one
for another
game
round.
for 6, yeah.
That's right. So yeah, and then you got 2 the second round, so you went 4.
Like I know I'm a Urge and I have tendency to have Oracle ability, but holy fuck, while I'm asleep and you guys I'm already having a really bad nightmare, and all of a sudden you just go hi.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe this spirit of his is able to work on the dream realm as well.
Hmm, that's troubling.
I'll have to consult the books and see what I can find out about Kapala. Actually, if I remember correctly, Jackson. Jackson has a Slavic paradigm. He may be able to tell me something about Kupala next time I see him.
Yeah, I remember the guy. Just one thing,
What's up?
we might want to keep him away from the changelings.
What happened now?
I remember getting a look of one of his knives, and it wasn't. If it even got near Day, he would literally jump out of his fur.
That's not good. Alright, I'll make sure that he doesn't get too close to them.
I have a feeling I already know what he's talking about.
Yeah. I've gotten to the point where I'm just I lower my banality out of necessity and niceness because I hang out in the night market a lot. And all of a sudden, while we were in the dreaming, he just felt really off, and I got to look at his knife, and it was yeah, it looked cold and very metallic.
Well, let's try very hard to keep them away from our people.
Yeah.
I do want to find out who keeps enchanting my guys, though. That's kind of rude.
Riker is trying to rein that in, considering he's they've already been told by Zhu Ling not to. But that one was what I got from him was a complete accident.
Was an accident? Okay, I'll take him at that word.
And it wasn't in his club, but they had to seek safety in his club because they have well, what was the word he used? There's this thing called Nervosa they got to worry about, and there apparently was a flock of them following him into the club.
What now?
Riker said something about a flock of Nervosa were following what he was told, and saw that a flock of Nervosa was following the group, the changeling and the mage, when they were going to the club. Hence, why they were going to the club for safety reasons. Apparently, that's like a baddie of theirs. Looking at Dahi.
BRB, I need to hit the bathroom.
I'm sorry, someone had sent me something I was looking at. We'll just...
Charlie's actually asking Dahi what Nervosa is.
I have no idea.
Because to success on Changeling lore.
Oh, okay. If I can lose that, let me see it.
See if he actually he knew.
2 successes.
You know they're critters of they're malignant critters of the dreaming.
Okay. Yeah, annoying.
Apparently there was a a flock of them following him to the club, and for and where him and his guards had to take care of them.
Hmm.
Back. Oh, what I missed.
Charlie's trying to get a beat on what a nervosa is.
Don't have any
And
failures, so can't help there.
yeah, basically all day he said was they're minorly annoying. So basically they're like rats.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Okay. Well, I go for at least most of the night over to the island, try to help things out there, and I come back. Uh, why do bad things happen while I leave?
I don't know, maybe you shouldn't leave. No, bad things always
Oh,
happen, man. You just gotta get used to it.
yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, sorry for the drunk texts y'all might have gotten while I was my first vacation.
It's cool. I don't remember getting them, but I probably did and just forgot.
Yeah, there's like random drunk texts along with pictures of him and the dim mother. And he's from the waist up, he's shirtless, so you could assume he at some point lost his clothes. Yeah, go get sent on a vision quest to learn more about the Umbra and the Fianna Way, which involved partying, and well, I got past shit-faced drunk.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen to you.
Awakened liquor.
Oh, that doesn't. Oh, I know it. Oh, damn. Well, geez. At that point, the liquor pretty much starts talking to you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Uh, literally. Oh, at some point I would like to learn more about mages because while I was out learning about the Umbra, I found out there's something about one of y'all's. I don't know if they're one of y'all's quote unquote traditions
Well,
or just a
you know about
wild
the
card.
Ravenna because of our past together, but
Yeah. Um, I learned a little bit about the Marauders.
oh, we don't. You know how Days people don't talk about the Gray Men? Yeah, we don't talk about
Yeah.
Marauders. Marauders are pretty much the antithesis of what the Gray Men are.
Oh, okay.
Think
Yeah,
about it. Sorry,
go ahead.
the Marauders aren't exactly. The Marauders aren't exactly a tradition. Any Marauder can come from any tradition, whether it be mystical tradition, technocratic convention, or disparate. A Marauder is what happens when somebody fucks with magic so much that they become trapped in their own mind, and their magic starts affecting things around them without, well, them affecting the consequence paradox. Everybody else kind of suffers from it.
Yeah, I learned that and where they go.
You've learned where they go?
Yeah.
Wait, wait, you found Quiet Realms?
No, I just know about them.
Okay. Quiet realms affect all of us depending upon the level of paradox.
Oh, actually, no. That the thing that taught me this told me about where y'all well where like y'all how y'all like have y'all thing of ascending. They
Wait,
ascend, but they go to a different area.
oh, you're talking about ascension. Okay.
Yeah, they go to a different thing if they get too powerful, and reality said no.
Yeah. That's the goal eventually, is to be able to ascend up completely. Uh, However, there have been no reported cases of a mage ascending in the past 10 years. Maybe even longer since Horizon was lost.
That's not good. But then again, on one hand, that's not kind of sucky for y'all. But then again, y'all kind of need it here.
Yeah, but it's more or less, us becoming pure thought, pure creation. It's beautiful, man. From what I've been told, it's amazing.
Okay. Other than that, next time you want to go to the Deep Umbra, just ask me.
I did not want to go at all. You can ask Dehi. Did I want to go there?
No,
Yeah, I
I didn't
did.
want to go there.
No, nobody wants to go there. It's like the asshole of the Umbra. Well, no, I think Malphite is technically the asshole of the Umbra.
No, yeah, go a little bit further to the left, and it's the this realm. That's the asshole of the Umbra.
Wonderful. Well, let's see.
I just hope I don't have to do any spirit quests that take me down there, because if I do, I'm gonna have to be pulled out.
More than likely. So I'm trying to find something for Joey.
Um,
What is he looking for?
He's making a mage and he doesn't. So I'm trying to help him out without actually sending him the book. But he needs to know about Paradigm. Paradigm's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, I had a bitch of a time doing that. That is the
Yeah.
hardest thing. I had to get my head around in Mage.
Well,
Yeah.
funny thing is that was always the easiest thing for me in the world, is to just figure out casting effects. But I don't know how to explain it to him.
That's part of the problem. Like,
Yeah.
people
Well,
try to
his
explain
whole-
it to me, and I'm just like,
I've got a loose understanding of what they are. They're just the mage's belief system.
It is, but it's more than that. It colors how the mage actually performed his magic. And
Yeah.
he's talking about how his character is going to be Loki.
oh dear.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's playing a Cult of Ecstasy he's based off of Loki. Loki Odinson. I heard that and I was like, God damn it. Why?
Facepalming.
Well, then that means that he has to take, he probably should take a, fuck, what's that background?
He's taking Legend and he's taking Destiny.
I'm
You better
sorry,
also
but I
take
feel
Arc.
obligated to make a new wish that just pesters him.
Technically, you have one.
I do not.
His overlay is sitting on your screen.
You can say whatever you want to about that non-Inuyasha.
I
Acts
know.
like
I'm
one,
just
sure, but
I love you, old man, many faces. Oh, optional rest and
but
synergy.
Charlie will go. Yeah, I heard from a spirit network that they've seen the new mage hanging out at the. I think they said it was the monk temple with the big gold statue in front of it. Is what they said.
Monk temple with a big gold statue in front of it. Well, we can take a look at that.
Something about learning stuff from them.
Hmm.
Kind of get useful information when you hang out. Your spirit contacts are all birds and some rats.
Yeah, I've got a bird and a couple of wolves. By the way, I haven't seen Eagle. Is he okay?
Last I knew.
Uh, well,
He was looking for me,
Charlie
so I
is
don't know. Maybe
looking to
he's
it.
still out there somewhere.
I think I found one he likes, but I'm kind of worried about it. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
Everything is chaos. That makes me worried a lot.
Oh God.
Entropy mage.
Well, he's going to be correspondence time, but he's a prankster, so.
Weird.
3 successes to appear in the Umbra to see if your wolf's around.
Wolf is around. Eagle is right now just flying into the sanctum right now, and is landing on the table. You see Arthur kind of look up. Well, there they are. Well, that was weird.
Judging from what you told
Considering
me,
the events of. Oh wait, he can't see himself. Yeah. Oh yes, he can. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He'll just like.
Because they show up as Chimera.
Yeah.
He'll just, considering the events of last night, the last time they talked, he'll just look over and give him a playful grin. And just...
Eagle's just like shakes his head. Don't let the kitty eat me. She's nice to me, but she also tries to eat me.
Shadow put a noses to Wolf and the Eagle.
No, you missed it, James. At one point, Julia's character was pretending to eat him, and I had to use Prime to speak to it because I can't speak to fucking spirits. Because it manifested, I snatched up and looked up. It's like, you're so cute, we can eat you.
It was so freaked out, it actually manifested inside the car.
Oh God. But Charlie does channel Photonosis to Wolf and the Eagle. Yes, he has Gnosis 3, so he's fine. He just can't
Eagle
burn
will
another one yet.
gulp it down.
I heard y'all had an adventure.
Eagle will look around and say, yeah, it wasn't fun. All of a sudden, Arthur was gone, and that freaked me out.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Freaking Bleach sent him into the deep umbra.
Well, it wasn't the leech, it was Kupala who serves the leech, and I don't understand why Kupala serves leeches to begin with. The leeches aren't nice.
Yeah, considering he's pure and wild hybrid, why would he be near someone that warms in it?
Well, maybe we can ask him. If we should ask him, I don't know if we should ask him or not.
Right now, he's serving a douchebag, so probably not.
Mm-hmm.
He has to be getting something out of it.
Maybe souls?
Sounds accurate from what I was hearing.
Probably.
Roll a straight intelligence. Sean. I want to see if you can figure this out.
How about yes?
Okay. You saw a bunch of robed figures that looked like after images walking around the castle along with the elementals.
Mm-hmm.
Those robes actually had markings on them.
Is it a sort of marking that I've seen before?
Your entrapper wasn't a Koldun, was she?
Nope.
Okay. Roll a. Do you have enigmas?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me check.
Okay. It'd be an intelligence enigmas or an intelligence esoterica with a focus on world religions.
Well, I definitely don't have esoterica.
Yeah.
Would and
I
see
could
if
allow.
I've got it.
I could allow kenning as a catch-all.
Kenning wouldn't be the catch-all if you're going knowledges. That would be, yep.
Grimmare. Okay.
Grammar.
Do have enigmas.
Okay. Roll it.
Enigmas intelligence.
Intelligence. Yeah. Okay. Those symbols on the robes were actually Koldunic runes that denote Kolduns of certain station and certain power.
Yay!
Charlie will light up a normal blind at this point, unless
Seems like he's got quite a thing going
and
on there.
take a drag off it.
Arthur's gonna light one up
Just
as well.
interchange for the coffee and the blind.
I think Dahi will start like drawing it out from memory, one of the symbols, and he'll kind of push it over to Arthur. It's like, does that look like anything familiar to you? I know I don't have like a limited knowledge of their.
Let me pull up Arthur's sheet.
Maybe that means something to you guys.
Yeah, he does have esoterica. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 successes. He'll look it over, and he'll say, So he's got Kolduns of rank wandering around his home.
Mm-hmm.
Were they liches?
Leeches, yeah, they were definitely well, I couldn't tell. They were all like fuzzy and blurred in, but they could have been using some type of.
Fuzzy and blurred in, you mean like an after image?
Yeah.
Those are souls, dude. Those are
Okay.
the souls of leeches.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what kind of was throwing me off. Usually, if they're like projecting over an area, they have some type of cord to connect them back, but they didn't.
Well, then obviously they're dead.
Yeah.
So we're left with the understanding that this thing takes souls. He didn't try to take any of your guys' souls, did he? He didn't even ask me for mine.
No, not that I can recall, because the whole incident with fucking Jonathan was while I was trying to dig him out of. Not that I'm aware of. Yeah.
So we have a leech that is a wannabe douchebag shadow lord. That's a wild card in the city, which that's just not fun.
Yeah, I don't understand. Usually spirits and leeches don't get along at all. Like, at all. Except for some reason that Lillian chick seemed to get along well with the middle child aspect of Hong Kong.
I think that was just because she was British.
If because she was British?
Yeah, because I could tell he was hitting on her a lot. It just to get what he wanted.
Hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, she was British.
Yeah. Y'all still gonna try and get those pictures of the city mother for London?
Uh, if I can get there,
Early you.
sure. If I can get there, sure. I mean, I'm never not going to turn my back on the request of a city father, obviously, even if he is really obsessed with, you know. Can pictures taken in the Umber actually work? I've never tried that before.
I haven't either.
Depends if the mage like soups it up or the spirit in the camera was awakened.
I suppose that would make sense if the camera was awakened, maybe.
Well, I'll have to
Or
figure
better.
out how to do that then. Anyway, we've got our own work cut out for us now.
Yeah. Do not know. Strikers going to try and work the bounty board, but except for the deep water one.
Deep water. That's the one thing I can't figure out. I mean, for one thing, wasn't it theorized that Cthulhu was actually down there at one point? Like, didn't people say, yeah, Cthulhu's totally in that area?
In the Marianas Trench?
Yeah, that's where they're at.
Hey, if you got Wormlore, totally worth the roll.
What?
Wormlore would be an applicable roll, wouldn't it? On that.
Actually, wouldn't the location of that big of a spirit be known so it could be backdoored as Umbral lore?
I would say that it's a half dice roll if you're using Umberlore for that. And even then, it would have to be a high difficulty.
5 dice, difficulty 9 or 7.
Probably.
7 or higher.
9, yeah.
Faith or Chaos. Does he mean Divine Order and Earthly Chaos?
Divine Order and Earthly Chaos, that is more along lines of like the Christianity or Judaism kind of paradigm. He's going to want Norse.
Yeah. Well, it can also be Confucianism or Hinduism.
Yeah, true. Or a mix of
Oh wait, I think he's of practice. Anyway, alright, so I guess Arthur's gonna try to roll that too to see what he can pull out. Let's see. Mage lore. Intelligence, so 7. Half rounding down would be 3. 1 success.
So half rounded down would be 5 would be 3 dice at.
No, half rounded down would be 2.
Oh, 2. And probably not. I'm not even going to try to do that one. I have Black Spiral Dancer lore. Why wouldn't that encompass that? Because that's a freaking Bane spirit that they should be freaking worshiping.
Well, because but
That'd be
it's
like
not-
lore adjacent. Like if you got it high enough, maybe, but at level 1,
No. And Charlie's not going to want to go find Burns the World just to have another story.
Oh,
time.
please let me roll that NPC for the second day in a row.
Yeah.
No. He just barely got to the point where he could hold the physical contents of his stomach inside.
What's all the fun of that then?
Yeah.
Let's see. So he wants chaos magic for his practice. Wonderful.
Oh God.
Wasn't there a listing of what practices had which foci?
It's in the book book somewhere. Oh,
That's what I'm looking up right now.
Well, that's like saying that. Well, I'm sure you'll find your stuff in our
in the
library
later
somewhere.
passages.
Yeah. I'm just going to give him a list of all instruments and have him go from there, see what would fit best.
I would say if he going with Loki, he better have entropy at a really high level and have dice.
He's not going.
That one.
He's not going with entropy. He's going time correspondence. He just likes to play Franks.
He's gonna have some rough going with that. Time gets paradoxical really fast.
Not only time, but freaking correspondence too.
Correspondence?
Yeah.
Yeah, both of those get paradoxical really fast.
Yeah, he took the two spheres that, will basically fuck your world up if you're not used right.
They're really powerful, don't get me wrong, but if you don't use them right, he's right. You will get jacked really fast.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess I'll give him the ones I think would work best. Celestial alignments. Symbols. Sorry guys, I'm trying to pay attention to both at the same time. I'm one of the few STs that knows Mage.
I think he actually had an easier time with his Thanatos in Minneapolis than dealing trying to create Loki.
Yeah. Well, he's basically what he's saying is that he has Loki's avatar.
Legend, Arcane, and
Yeah. Well, he's definitely doing Legend 4, so he can justify having it. He may have to come some freebie points out as well.
He's also going to have to put some into Avatar, because it would make sense to have a low Avatar.
What?
Yeah.
I
Put
missed some.
put like 5 in Avatar, considering he's got Loki.
Yeah.
Anywho, well, we want to kill this scene because we're running live talking about OOC stuff.
Yeah, let's go ahead and kill this scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Another great edition of Hong Kong House of Cards. Have yourselves a great night.